extends this. Right now it expires tomorrow, but it's colder Friday than today, so I'm sure they're going to extend it again for that. -5 is what it feels like in Allentown, -6 in Lancaster, 4 in the city, and 2 in Millville. So it is just dramatically cold out there. Satellite and radar showing that we've got clear skies. We'll start with sun. We see a few clouds in the afternoon, maybe even a couple of flurries late day, but not a big deal. At 8 o'clock, the bitter cold. That's the big deal. 14 degrees, still bright at lunchtime, but it's just 21, 23 at 4 o'clock as we see a few afternoon clouds popping up, but low 20s today, so it's a cold one, Alyssa.
Bundle up and crank up the heat in that.
At least. Good morning, everybody. We're still about a little over 40 minutes away from the sunrise, but you can see the skies trying to brighten here with a beautiful shot of our Brandywine camera. At least we've got sun to start our day. 16 degrees, the current temperature. The wind chill in the city is 4. The winds are out of the west-southwest at 9. They pick up even more tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to have even more of a wind chill factor with us. It may be 4 in the city, but the wind chill is -5 in Allentown. -6 in Lancaster. The reason for that cold weather advisory. It feels like 2 in Millville, and it feels like 4 degrees this morning in Pomona. Satellite and radar showing we'll start with sun. We'll see some clouds roll through this afternoon. Maybe a couple spots get a flurry late day, but no big deal. At 8 o'clock, bitter cold, 14, 21 at lunchtime, 23 at 4 o'clock with some afternoon clouds. Cold today, getting even colder tomorrow. So, gosh, I'm seeing water. Obviously, that's quickly turning to ice out there.
Oh,
and how it will feel getting slightly colder each day. Wednesday, this morning, feeling like about 1 degree, 13 in the afternoon. Thursday, slightly colder, feeling like -2, perhaps 10 in the afternoon. The winds pick up a little. Friday, feeling like -5 in the morning and around 8 in the afternoon. So cold and getting colder. Today is day 5, if you're counting, and I know you are, of days we've had consecutively below freezing, which is really rare. I mean, the all-time record is 15 days set back in 1979. I think we'll tie 9 days. I'm not sure we'll get much more than that, but gosh, that means it's been over 20 years since we had a stretch like this. 2004 was the last day. So unusual to see this kind of Arctic air this deep and last this long. One of the reasons is we keep getting these reinforcing shots of colder air. Another one comes later today. Satellite and radar showing nice and clear with sunshine. We get some afternoon clouds with this piece of energy rolling through. Maybe a couple spots get a flurry, but basically nothing out of that. So looking at the day ahead, we're starting with air temperatures in the teens. The wind chills are colder, but air temperatures in the teens. Beautiful sunshine to start, and then increasing clouds through the afternoon. At 1 o'clock, it's 22. At 3 o'clock, it's 24, where typically you'd be at 41. So feeling a lot colder than that. In the overnight hours, our cold weather advisory continues. We drop down to maybe 4 in Allentown, 7 in Williamstown, so really cold. And the breeze picks up again tomorrow. So behind that next reinforcing shot of colder air, the breeze picks up. I think we have more widespread wind chills below 0 Thursday morning and certainly Friday morning. What about the latest with the storm? Let's go over the weekend storm and what we know. This is a large moisture-loaded system that looks to set up offshore and produce gusty winds and waves for the East Coast. While that we know for sure, models are still all over the place, kind of varying back and forth as to who gets what. Do we get any snow in Philadelphia? Do you get snow along the coast? One thing I know for sure is that Delaware and New Jersey, you are most at risk for some snow out of this, maybe Saturday night into Sunday. So we'll be taking a closer look as these models come into firmer agreement because we need to see where this low ends, where it sets up, and how close to us it is. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day sun to clouds today in 24, 23 tomorrow, bright, but it is cold. On Friday, bitter cold. It's the coldest of our cold stretch, a high about 19 with sunshine. Then we start the very slow warm up. Not warm up, but move up with temperatures. Partly sunny, 23 on Saturday. Blustery with that coastal storm, 25. We'll see about any impacts in our area. Even Monday, we're finally around that freezing mark, but that's almost 10 degrees below average. Tuesday, finally some melting.